Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you what I think is the best short-range hunting pellet so far that I've ever found. And it outperforms the Gamo Redfire, which in my testing outperformed the Predator Polymag in 22 caliber, which that's what these pellets are in, 22 caliber. So this video has been taking me about a month or so since I've started testing these pellets, due to the fact of my work schedule and everything else. But there's going to be a lot of photos and results and a few video clips. So anyways, let me show you what I'm talking about here. This pellet is just sheer power for what it is. So let me show you some results. Okay, so this pellet is the Beeman Round. They are like a hybrid in between a dome pellet and a wad cutter. They literally cut through whatever it hits. It does not leave just a little hole like a dome pellet goes in and just barely comes out. I tested this with my brake barrel, I've tested this with my Chief, and I bought these mainly for the Gauntlet because the pellet weight being 100% optimized. And what I mean by that is, believe it or not, this is the fastest pellet that I've ever found in the Gauntlet at 15.2 grains at the muzzle. My chronograph, I was trying to get some good readings, and for some reason here lately it's not been that good. They've been about 20, the readings have been 20 to 30 feet per second less than what I usually get with different pellets. The Gamo Hunter 15.42s is running really low also, so I don't know what the deal is with that, but I could tell you that these pellets, when they hit something, they hit. I clocked these a couple times at 860 and I didn't record it or anything. I was just trying to see what these were shooting at. But any other time than that, they were shooting really low, and so was the Gamo Hunter 15.42. So the Gamo Hunter 15.42 was shooting about 30 feet per second less than what it usually does, which is around 850 at 12 inches from the shroud of my Gauntlet. These were clocking at 860, 12 inches from the Gauntlet. So if anybody would like to test that in their chronograph. If you get these pellets, that'd be great. I actually put these pellets on my Amazon store page. So according to my calculations, these are going about 880 from the muzzle of the gauntlet itself, not the shroud, which in return is way over, or not way over, but over 25 foot-pounds, which is the strongest and fastest pellet in the gauntlet. And these are 15.2 grain, which is 100%, the weight is 100% optimized for the twist rate of the gauntlet. Now, these are not the most accurate pellets past a certain range, and the reason I say that is less than 50 yards, these are a great pellet for hunting. I would not recommend taking them farther than that because I've done some testing. Like I said, this video has been in the works for almost a month now, and squirrel season's getting ready to start here in Indiana in a couple days. So, the pellet, I'll show a video clip through a scope cam. I was shooting at 50 yards, and these pellets become very unstable at that distance. So I highly recommend, if you're shooting them through a gauntlet or any other air gun, they're a real close range pellet, like less than 50 yards. But I've gotten amazing results with them out to about 45 yards at a clay block that I usually test. If you guys have been following my main channel, you know my testing regimen, which is about 7 yards with clay, Play-Doh, and all the good stuff. Well, even at 45 yards, this pellet is the most devastating pellet I've ever found compared to the Redfire and the Polymag. On impact, this thing left a crater, not much of a crater, but left a crater on impact at 45 yards about an inch wide. I mean, it was an inch diameter. It was just crazy, and it was a full half inch, almost half inch, all the way through the clay block. These pellets pack a punch. You guys are wondering about the accuracy. I didn't test the accuracy in any other gun except the Gauntlet. That's at 25 yards, which is average less than a quarter of an inch. But the entry and the exit, I mean, you could see the sun through both sides, and this is thick cardboard. I've shot some other cardboard that was a little bit thinner that represents to me the best testing media for small game skin, and it just blew a hole clean through it. And I've been pesting with this pellet the last couple weeks, and it's just an awesome all-around pellet. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and if you want to find these pellets, again, they're on my Amazon page, or you can order them through many different vendors like Pyramid Air, Irrigan Depot, and all of them. But these pellets, I mean, and they're also a lot less expensive, I forgot to mention that, than any other pellet I've ever shot. They're like $3.95 a tin for 175 count, which equates to be about the same as the Gamo Hunters. But these things, like I said, pack a wallop. I've never seen a pellet do this, is what, you know, for the cost and, you know, make and grade of them. Granted, like I said, they're not the best quality in the world by no means, and they're not the most accurate pellet, but whatever you hit literally cuts a clean hole right through it, as you can see. I've never seen a pellet do that beside a wad cutter, and these are like a hybrid, as mentioned. Fly like a dome to a certain point, but hit like a wad cutter. So again, if you guys could test your chronographs, if you decide to buy some of these, that'd be great. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next one.